Nigeria. Even the name sounds like music, doesn't it? This place in West Africa, this country, it's bursting with life and stories that go back to a time before anyone wrote them down. Imagine grandmothers telling tales around flickering fires, the very air thick with history. When we talk about Nigeria's history, we're not just talking about dates and names. It's about understanding the spirit of a people. It's about resilience, creativity, and the power of community. Long before Europeans arrived, long before maps were drawn the way we know them, Nigerians were building societies, making art, and trading with the world. This land has seen empires rise and fall. It has been home to countless languages, traditions, and beliefs. To understand Nigeria today, we must first journey into its past, exploring the roots that run deep into the soil. Come, let us walk together through time, starting with the whispers of those ancient civilizations. Deep in the heartland of Nigeria, archaeologists made an amazing discovery: terracotta figures. These weren't just any figures. They were incredibly old and incredibly beautiful. They were made by the Nok people, who lived in what is now central Nigeria over 2,000 years ago. The Nok were skilled artists and metal workers. Their sculptures, with their triangular eyes and elaborate hairstyles, give us a glimpse into their beliefs and way of life. We may not know everything about them, but their art speaks volumes about their creativity and sophistication. Further south, another civilization flourished: the Igbo Ukwu. Known for their intricate bronze castings, the Igbo Ukwu were masters of metalworking. Imagine delicate bronze objects gleaming with gold and copper, used in rituals and ceremonies. They were a wealthy and powerful people, their influence stretching far and wide. And then there were the Yoruba kingdoms, a dazzling tapestry of powerful cities and kingdoms. Ifa, Oyo, Benin, these names resonate with history and legend. The Yoruba were known for their exquisite art, their complex political systems, and their vibrant culture. Their legacy lives on in their art, music, and traditions, reminding us of their enduring impact on Nigeria. For centuries, Nigeria thrived on trade and cultural exchange, but the arrival of Europeans in the 15th century marked a turning point. At first, it was the Portuguese who came seeking spices, ivory, and sadly, human beings. The transatlantic slave trade cast a long shadow over Africa, tearing families apart and devastating communities. By the 19th century, Britain had become the dominant European power in the region. They saw Nigeria as a source of raw materials and a market for their manufactured goods. In 1914, Britain formally colonized Nigeria, bringing together diverse ethnic groups and kingdoms under one rule. British rule brought about significant changes. They built roads, railways, and schools, but often at the expense of local traditions and power structures. Nigerians were denied self-rule, and their resources were exploited for the benefit of the British Empire. This period sowed the seeds of nationalism as Nigerians began to yearn for freedom and self-determination. On October 1st, 1960, Nigeria finally gained its independence, a moment met with great joy and celebration. The country embarked on a new chapter, eager to forge its own destiny. However, the legacy of colonialism, including ethnic divisions and economic disparities, cast a long shadow. Tragically, just a few years after independence, Nigeria was plunged into a bloody civil war. The conflict, rooted in ethnic and political tensions, lasted for 3 agonizing years, claiming the lives of millions. The war left deep scars on the nation's psyche, a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and unity. Despite the challenges, Nigerians emerged from the war determined to rebuild their nation. The country adopted a federal system of government, aiming to address the concerns of its diverse ethnic groups. However, the road to national unity and prosperity proved to be long and arduous.